This is a cute little aromatherapy diffuser. It is 100 milliliter capacity, which translates to roughly a half a cup of water that it will hold. It will go maybe about 4 hours until it runs completely out of water. It will have an automatic shut off though, so you don't have to worry about that. It is also a nightlight, so I thought I would demonstrate this for you. But before I do that, I just want to show you what the unit looks like on the inside. So here's what it looks like on the inside. You've got my water in there. This would be the time when you have it open like that and you poured your water in. That's when you would add your essential oil. It just takes a couple drops. You can add more if you want or less. There's no set amount that it has to be, but you just add it right to the reservoir there. You see there's a max fill line. Do not fill it above that because the water will kind of bubble out over the sides, and you don't want that because then it could get into the electrical mechanisms. You'll also notice it says drain side, and what that means is when you're done with it, if there's still water in the reservoir, that's the side you tip it out. You don't want to tip it out on the side with the control panel because water could get in there and damage it. Also, you never want to operate it without the cover on because it will make a mess. So you put the cover on just like that and plug it in and it will beep. Okay, so it has two settings for the mist. It has a continuous always on, and then it has an on for 3 hours and then automatically shut off, which seems a little odd to me since this unit can only go maybe 3 or 4 hours tops anyway, but maybe they do that just so you don't run out of water. I'm not sure why they have it set up that way, but that is how they have it. So I'm going to show you the lights. You can operate the lights without the humidifier. You can also operate the humidifier without the light, or both at the same time. So when you press the button once, it cycles through all the various colors that it has. So it's kind of like a color change light. If you don't like that and you just want to keep it on one color, just hit the button again, and then it will stay on that color again, and it changes. And you can cycle through all the colors, and then eventually you'll cycle through to the off button. There we go. So I'm going to leave it on color change. And now I'm going to turn on the humidifier. And I don't think you can see it, but there is actually a little light that's visible when you turn the humidifier portion on. And right away it starts up. It's kind of a fine mist. I don't know if you can see it in the video. Maybe you can. I hope you can. It is going. When you have oil in it, the aroma pretty much hits you right away. You can smell it right away. It will last pretty well for maybe the first hour, but I find I have to add more scent after that because it kind of fades. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can add as much or as little oil as you want. You can just let it go without oil. It doesn't matter. It's just a personal preference thing. This unit, ideally, it should be used with distilled water because then you won't get mineral buildups, but you can use tap water with this too. You'll just need to be sure to clean it anyway, and you have to clean it anyway because every time you change essential oils, there's kind of an oily residue on the reservoir. So you just take a damp cloth and you wipe it out, and then you're good to go again. So it's not hard to clean it at all. So for me, I use tap water in mine, and my humidifiers work just fine. What else is there to know about it? It's very quiet, and so you could have this beside your bed, and if there's no noise in the room, you'll hear it. It's kind of like a light white noise. But if there's any ambient background noise at all, you're not going to even hear it. So it won't bother you in that respect. This is best for smaller rooms like a bathroom, like a bedroom, like an office. Not that it won't work in a larger room, but the effect just won't be the same. You just won't have the bold effect that you're probably looking for. And I think that's about it, other than to say it's safe around children and pets because it is a cool mist and nobody is going to get burnt.